Hello, it's Andy and I'm in North Cornwall and it's sunny today, but I do have a job, and that is to clip the claws or toenails, as if you want to use that context, of the actual chicken called Bluey that we have. She was born with the syndrome of curly toe, which means the feet and the toes are all curled. Now, we bought her with a bunch of other chickens, and we didn't immediately spot that till possibly 24 hours afterwards, and it was a long drive back to the actual shall we say provider for the chicken, who we purchased it from. So we decided to keep her. I have since found out there is possible remedies for that, but we assumed if we'd taken her back she would have been disposed of, because they were running a commercial enterprise. From what we can determine, it's a lack of B2 vitamin or supplements, or possibly defects within the birthing process itself. In any case, we've kept her. She's on her second or 2.5 years, maybe 3 years of life, and she's had a good life, but it does mean I have to get in there and cut her claws twice a year. And due to the way I've manufactured my run, this isn't as easy as it sounds, and it's one thing I will be changing when I do manufacture a new setup for keeping chickens. So as I said, my main setup is this run here, and like I said, I can gain access to clean it and get eggs and everything like that, and I can gain access into this run. But due to how it's set up, we basically were given these poles and all this material from somebody else's setup, which was fantastic. But for me, how I've manufactured it, it means I've got to crawl in there, and I've got to try and catch her at the back. She's a cream leg bar, blue eggs, and she's quite special to us because of her disability, shall I say. We're always kind of looking out for her. These here will bully her because of her disability till they've eaten and had everything they want. And it's funny how chickens do know another one isn't 100% fit. And they make sure they look after themselves before she gets her fill. But we always make sure she gets hers. And like I said, we've given her a good life despite her condition. So basically I've got to go in there and catch her, which means the door will be shut behind me, and I'll basically just dive around till I catch her. It's not pretty, and it's not, there's a lot of flapping, a lot of feathers, but when I do get her, I will clip the claws. But it's extremely hard, and obviously when it's really poor weather conditions, it's not something you want to do to be, as an individual in there crawling around. So today, with the sun out, it's a good time to do this. It's what a normal chicken's foot should look like, and when I grab her, I'll show you. They're splayed, they're healthy, and the actual claws will actually wear down by them scratching. But Bluey isn't able to do that because hers are curled around, which basically means they grow out of control. Right, open the gate and I'll come out. As you can see with her feet, they're curly and the claws have got exaggeratedly long. That's because she can't dig and scratch. So we've got to clip those, and this is the condition that's called curly toe, and she has lived with it and she's not doing too bad, but we just have to help her out. So basically, just clean the claws and have a look. I shan't touch those three, but obviously this one here will need a cut. So just clean around the area. This one here is those two are all right, but as you can see, her curly toe there, these two here will need cutting. Right, what you need to look out for the quick, and I can just see the quick is down there, so if you go past that it will bleed. So I'm going to take off possibly just that bit there. Just like that, and there's no blood, so I haven't touched the quick. Just like that. I've got a bit of antiseptic cream, which I'll just put there. Just put over there. And that foot there is done. And that foot there now will be right for the summer. This one here, I can just see the quick about there. So I'm just going to take this little bit here off over here. Like I said, I'll probably have to do this another time just before winter. There, straight off like that. No need to go too far. If you go too far, it can cause the chicken a bit of discomfort, and obviously a little bit of it will bleed slightly. Just a bit of antiseptic cream. Right, as you can see, I've covered her with a blanket. I've got her wings tucked in so she can't damage or break them, and because she's got her head covered, she's more subdued. Because I don't handle these very much, they are quite feisty. So basically, I'm just going to unwrap her and put her back in now, and it's as simple as that. So it's as simple and as quick and easy as that to cut the chicken's claws. Like I said, in most cases you can see where the quick is because it's slightly darker, so you just obviously stay to the light side. If you can't, you're better off to take less off and come back and do it later on, shall we say, in 4 to 6 months time, just to trim it up again. I shall probably do this once more this year before going into the winter months. But she can now walk, and you know, I know she has the disability she's living with, but you know, she's had a good 2, maybe 3 years, so we do everything we can to help her. So there she is. She's going about her business. None the worse for that minor little operation, or shall I call it little procedure that she had there. Obviously these two and these two here, the white ones, you know, obviously get a bit upset by me in there chasing around after Bluey, but you know, it's something that's got to be done. If you can avoid the situation of allowing your hen to grow up like this, it's probably for the best. And like I said, we're been made aware it's a B2 supplement possible issue, birthing issue through the you know, eggs, and obviously when they're young chicks it can be sorted apparently by constructing a kind of boot mechanism, which you can see what people have done online. But we weren't aware of all these measures because we usually buy pointed lay, so we were quite upset by this, and obviously we didn't want to take her back and have her, shall we say, because it was a commercial breeding enterprise, it would have probably been in their interest to have destroyed her and not cost any money or time. So, you know, we've given her the best we feel we can as a life, and like you say, we're going to let her live out her life here. She's got plenty of room to scratch and do what she's got to do with the other ones. And yeah, so you know, that's pretty much curly toe and what it can lead to, and what you may have to do if you've got that issue with a hen that's too old for any of the measures to remedy it. So I hope that was of some, you know, value to people. But yeah, if you can avoid curly toe, you know, you probably won't have to do this like I've just done there. And just on a quick note, there are different methods to handling chickens, but I find if you bundle them up so that they can't wriggle and can't move, they can't break any wings, shall I say, or legs, and they can't damage themselves. And if you get them clamped between your legs, they will become very submissive and allow you to treat their claws. And it obviously is an aid for yourself, because you're better placed to deal and assess the situation rather than having a hen flapping about all over the place. Because if they're not handled regularly, they don't really enjoy it. But anyway, I hope that was of some value to you, and this is Andy from Folklore Hiking Sticks, and I'll catch you again.